awakening to a new day and the first hours. Welcome, dear friends, to another journey back in time, where we immerse ourselves in the serene and disciplined life of a monk in early Irish monasteries. Imagine the gentle embrace of mist-laden air as we venture into the verdant landscapes and hallowed walls of these ancient sanctuaries. Here, time itself seems to whisper, urging us to slow down and savor the simplicity of a day grounded in devotion, reflection, and communal harmony. As the first light of dawn breaks over rolling hills and lush meadows, you're gently awakened by the soft, rhythmic toll of a wooden bell. Its sound is not harsh, but a gentle invitation to rise from your humble straw mattress, nestled within the stone walls of your cell. This small, sparse room, simply decorated with a wooden cross and a few personal items, is your sanctuary, a space for solitude and prayer. You step onto the cool earthen floor, feeling the chill of the morning air as it mingles with the soft light filtering through a narrow window. You wrap yourself in a woolen cloak, its coarse texture a reminder of the simplicity and austerity that define your life. This is a world where every day begins with an unwavering commitment to spirituality and community. The first order of the day is prayer, a sacred ritual that frames each day with purpose and peace. As you move towards the oratory, the small chapel at the heart of the monastery, the path is quiet and serene. You are joined by fellow monks, each wrapped in thoughtful silence, a brotherhood united in devotion. The oratory, built from stone and wood, is an intimate space where the morning light casts a gentle glow. The scent of beeswax candles and incense fills the air, creating an atmosphere that invites introspection. As you take your place, the community is enveloped in the soothing cadence of Gregorian chants, each note resonating with the echoes of centuries past. These morning prayers, or lauds, are a time for gratitude and reflection, a way to align your spirit with the divine. You chant the Psalms, ancient words that have been spoken by countless voices before you, connecting you with the spiritual lineage of your faith. In this moment, you are a part of something far greater than yourself, a timeless tapestry of devotion and reverence. After the prayers, the morning unfolds with a simple meal shared in silence, a practice that cultivates mindfulness and appreciation. The refectory, with its long wooden tables and benches, is a place of modesty and gratitude. The meal consists of coarse bread, fresh from the monastery's ovens, and perhaps a small portion of cheese or fruit. Each bite is a reminder of the divine providence that sustains you, even in its most humble forms. As the sun rises higher, casting warm light upon the monastery grounds, you turn your attention to the day's work. In these early Irish monasteries, labor is a sacred duty, a way to honor creation and contribute to the community's well-being. You find joy in the rhythm of physical tasks, whether tending to the garden, copying manuscripts, or crafting everyday tools and goods. Perhaps today, your task is to work in the scriptorium, a quiet room where the art of writing flourishes. This is a place of profound creativity and patience, where you meticulously transcribe sacred texts onto vellum, using quills and inks crafted from natural materials. Each stroke is an act of devotion, a way to preserve the wisdom of the ages for future generations. Alternatively, you might be assigned to the garden, where your hands engage with the earth, planting and tending to herbs and vegetables that sustain the community. The act of gardening is meditative, a tangible connection to the cycles of nature that mirror the spiritual rhythms of monastic life. Throughout these morning activities, you remain mindful of the presence of God in every action. Each task is infused with a sense of purpose and reverence, a reflection of the monastic belief that manual labor is a form of prayer. As you work, the monastery is alive with the quiet hum of activity, a harmonious blend of individual efforts that contribute to the whole. The air is filled with the sounds of nature, the rustling leaves, the song of birds, and the distant murmur of a nearby stream. These natural melodies are a constant reminder of the divine beauty that surrounds you. Mid-morning arrives, and with it a pause for reflection and rest. You gather once more with your brothers in the oratory for the terce, the third-hour prayer, a brief yet profound moment to realign your spirit with the day's spiritual compass. These intervals of prayer punctuate your daily routine, offering moments of stillness and contemplation amidst the rhythm of work. By now, the sun is high in the sky, casting a gentle warmth upon the monastery's stone walls. You return to your tasks, invigorated by the morning's prayers and the company of your fellow monks. There is a deep sense of contentment in knowing then that each day is an opportunity to align your life with the values of simplicity, humility, and devotion. As the morning unfolds in this timeless routine, you find yourself deeply connected to a life of purpose and peace. The early hours of the day have been a journey inward, a chance to cultivate a spirit of mindfulness and gratitude. In this sacred space, amidst the tranquility of early Irish monastic life, you begin to understand the profound wisdom of living with intention and grace. With the morning's labors drawing to a close, the community prepares to transition into the next phase of the day, an afternoon that promises more work, prayer, and the quiet joys of monastic life. But for now, you carry the morning's serenity with you, a quiet strength that sustains you through the day, the quiet rhythm of daily life. As the first soft glow of dawn gently caresses the verdant hills surrounding the monastery, you find yourself awake and ready to embrace the day ahead. In these early Irish monastic communities, the day begins with a simple yet profound ritual, the morning office. You step silently into the dimly lit chapel, joining your fellow monks as they gather in reverent silence. The chapel is a space filled with echoes of devotion, its stone walls absorbing centuries of whispered prayers and sacred chants. The morning office, known as matins, is a time of contemplation and thanksgiving. As you stand amidst the serene stillness, your senses are enveloped by the gentle flicker of candlelight and the faint aroma of incense lingering in the air. The melodic chanting begins, a soothing harmony that rises and falls like the breath of the earth itself, connecting you to something greater. Each verse resonates with the timeless wisdom of the scriptures, encouraging reflection and setting the spiritual tone for the day. Once matins concludes, the monks disperse, their robes rustling quietly as they exit the chapel. It's time for the communal meal, typically a simple fare of bread, porridge, or perhaps a meager portion of fish. Gathered in the refectory, the community sits together in silence, their thoughts still tethered to the morning's meditations. As you savor the humble meal, you can't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the nourishment, both physical and spiritual, that sustains you. After breakfast, the monastery comes alive with purposeful activity. Each monk has a specific role, contributing to the community's self-sufficiency and spiritual growth. Some tend to the gardens, carefully cultivating vegetables and herbs with hands steeped in earth and tradition. Others head to the scriptorium, a sanctuary of learning where monks diligently transcribe manuscripts, preserving the wisdom of the past for future generations. The scribe's desk is a sacred altar of sorts, where ink flows like a quiet stream onto parchment, each letter a drop in a river of knowledge. You, too, have your duties. Perhaps you are a scribe, hunched over a delicate manuscript, the quill scratching softly against the vellum as you copy intricate illuminations, each stroke a prayer in itself. Or maybe you find yourself in the fields, tilling the soil, your heart in rhythm with the natural world around you. The work, though demanding, is an embodiment of the monastic life, a balance of labor and prayer, blending the sacred with the ordinary. As the sun arcs higher in the sky, the bell tolls once more, calling you back to the chapel for the midday office. This moment of collective prayer serves as a reminder to pause and realign your spirit, to find peace and purpose amid the day's labors. The chants rise again, a tapestry woven from voices raised in unity, each note a thread of connection to the divine. Following this brief interlude, the monks return to their tasks, the afternoon stretching out like a canvas, waiting to be painted with their efforts. You feel the energy of the community, a harmonious current that carries everyone forward. The monastery is more than just a collection of buildings. It is a living entity, animated by the devotion and discipline of each monk within its walls. As the sun begins its descent, casting a golden light over the rolling landscape, the monks gather once more for vespers, the evening office. This service marks the transition from day to night, a time to reflect on the blessings of the day and seek solace in the quiet embrace of prayer. The air within the chapel is thick with a sense of peace, an atmosphere that welcomes the soul to rest. After Vespers, a light supper is shared, the communal meal a mirror of the morning's simplicity. The conversations are gentle, voices softened by the day's experiences and the impending night. Slowly, the day winds down, and you feel an overwhelming sense of fulfillment, a quiet joy that comes from living a life aligned with one's deepest values. As darkness settles over the monastery, the monks retire to their small, austere cells, each one a personal sanctuary. Here you find space for personal reflection and prayer, a moment to converse with the divine in the privacy of your heart. The silence of the night envelops you, a comforting cloak that invites rest and renewal. Yet, even as you drift into sleep, the rhythm of monastic life continues, a cycle of prayer, work, and contemplation that shapes each day with purpose and peace. In this timeless routine, you discover the essence of the monastic life, a dance of devotion and duty where every moment is an offering, every action a prayer. As you lie awake in the gentle embrace of night, you realize that the life of a monk, though simple, is profoundly rich. It is a journey inward, a path that leads not only to the heart of the monastery, but to the heart of the self. You close your eyes, letting the peace of the day wash over you, knowing that when the sun rises once more, you will awaken ready to begin again with gratitude and grace. Afternoon activities and silent contemplation. As the midday sun reaches its zenith, casting gentle rays through the narrow windows of the stone monastery, the monks of early Irish monasteries transition into the afternoon phase of their day. This segment of their routine, equally measured and deeply mindful, embodies a seamless blend of manual labor, contemplation, and communal life, each element meticulously designed to cultivate both inner peace and a sense of shared purpose. After the communal meal, which consists of simple yet nourishing foods like barley broth or oat cakes, the monks engage in a brief period of rest. This pause is not merely for physical rejuvenation, but an opportunity to reflect on the scriptures read during the morning, allowing the sacred texts to interweave with their thoughts and actions. As you visualize this serene setting, imagine the quietude that envelops the monastery, a tranquil hush interrupted only by the sounds of nature, a gentle breeze, the chirping of birds, and the distant murmur of a stream. Once rested, the monks return to their individual tasks, a critical part of monastic life that underscores the community's self-sufficiency. In this era, monks are not only spiritual seekers but also skilled artisans and laborers. Some head to the scriptorium, where they painstakingly copy and illuminate manuscripts. Picture the scriptorium as a room imbued with the faint scent of parchment and ink, where shafts of sunlight illuminate the intricacies of their work. Here they transcribe texts with reverent precision, adding ornate marginalia that transform each book into a work of art. Others might work in the fields or gardens, tending to the vegetables and herbs that sustain the community. Envision them bent over the earth, hands accustomed to the soil's texture, movements synchronized with the rhythm of nature itself. The gardens are not just utilitarian spaces. They are places of meditation where the monks cultivate patience and humility, constantly reminded of their connection to the earth. For some, the afternoon involves engaging in craftsmanship, creating tools, clothing, or simple furnishings. Imagine the sound of a hammer gently tapping, a saw slicing through wood, or the rhythmic clicking of a loom. These tasks, while practical, serve a higher purpose as well, allowing the monks to practice mindfulness in everyday actions, where each motion becomes a meditative rite. The collective labor is interspersed with moments of silent contemplation. This tradition of silence, known as the Great Silence, begins at the end of the midday meal and continues until the following morning. The silence is not a mere absence of speech, but a profound space for introspection. As you immerse yourself in this part of the day, imagine the calmness that envelops the monastery, a silence that speaks volumes, encouraging each monk to turn inward, to listen to the whispers of their soul, and to find God in the stillness. As shadows begin to lengthen, the monks gather once more in the chapel for the afternoon prayers, known as none. This time of shared devotion is a gentle reminder of their collective journey, a journey not walked alone but in the company of others who share their aspirations and challenges. The chanting of psalms fills the sacred space, voices rising and falling in unison, creating a bridge between the temporal world and the divine. Following none, there is a period reserved for individual spiritual study and reading. Each monk retreats to his cell, a simple yet sacred space where shelves hold precious manuscripts and texts. Picture the scene: a monk seated by a small window, the light gently illuminating the pages of a book, his face a portrait of serene concentration. This is a time for deepening their understanding of theology, philosophy, and scripture, seeking wisdom that guides their actions and beliefs. The evening draws near, bringing with it a sense of completion and fulfillment. The day's labors have been fruitful, both in tangible results and in spiritual enrichment. Before the final communal meal, there is another opportunity for fellowship and discussion. Gathered in small groups, the monks share insights and reflections gleaned from their studies. Imagine the warmth of this gathering, a circle of shared learning where each voice is valued, a tapestry of wisdom woven through centuries of tradition. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the monastery, the monks partake in a light supper. The simplicity of the meal is a testament to their vows of poverty and humility, a reaffirmation of their commitment to live with less, to seek fulfillment in spiritual rather than material wealth. The dining hall is a place of quiet companionship, where the silence is interspersed with soft whispers and the gentle clinking of earthenware. The day concludes with compline, the night prayer. Picture the chapel bathed in the soft glow of candlelight, shadows dancing across the stone walls. The monks gather once more, their voices united in prayer, a final offering of gratitude for the day's blessings and a humble plea for divine guidance in the night ahead. As the last notes of the chant fade into silence, a profound stillness descends, wrapping the monastery in peace. In this twilight moment, the monks retire to their cells, carrying with them the day's lessons, the quietude of the monastery's embrace, and the assurance of faith that guides them into the night. As darkness settles, the monastery becomes a beacon of tranquility, a sanctuary where the sacred and the mundane coalesce in the heart of each monk. As you contemplate the daily routine of these early Irish monks, consider how their lives, though distant in time and culture, offer timeless teachings on simplicity, community, and the pursuit of spiritual wisdom. Within the cadence of their days lies a profound understanding that every task, no matter how humble, is an opportunity to connect with the divine. Afternoon reflections and labor. As the sun reaches its zenith, casting a gentle golden hue over the verdant fields surrounding the monastery, you find yourself transitioning from the spiritual depth of the morning to the more earthly yet equally profound activities of the afternoon. The routine of a monk in an early Irish monastery is a delicate balance between prayer, labor, study, and community life, each component harmonizing with the others to create a rhythm as steady and nurturing as the tides. The midday meal, modest yet nourishing, is followed by a brief period of rest. This pause is not merely for the body, but a moment to digest the spiritual bounty of the morning. As you recline in the simplicity of your cell, or perhaps under the shade of a sturdy oak, you might reflect on the teachings of the day, allowing them to sink deeper into your consciousness, just as the roots of that venerable tree delve into the rich, loamy soil. With the sun inching past its zenith, it is time to return to the cycle of labor, a vital aspect of monastic life that embodies the principle of ora et labora, prayer and work. The laborious tasks, however humble, are performed with a mindfulness that elevates them from mere chores to sacred duties. This afternoon, your hands may find themselves engaged in the monastery's garden, cultivating the very plants that will sustain your community through the seasons. The garden, a serene expanse of meticulously arranged plots, is a testament to the monk's harmony with nature. Each row of vegetables and herbs is not only a source of sustenance, but a reflection of divine providence. You dig your hands into the fertile earth, feeling its cool texture as you gently coax new life from the ground. The rhythmic motions of planting and weeding become a silent prayer, each motion a testament to your connection with God's creation. As you labor, the gentle buzz of bees flitting from blossom to blossom becomes a soothing symphony, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. The sun warms your back, and the fresh, earthy aroma of dirt and growing plants fills the air, grounding you firmly in the present moment. The act of tending to the garden is not just about ensuring the physical nourishment of the community. It's about nurturing the spirit through diligent, dedicated work. After some time in the garden, your tasks may lead you to a different corner of the monastery. Perhaps today you will join others in the scriptorium, a sacred space where the preservation of knowledge takes precedence. Here, the air is filled with the faint but familiar scent of ink and parchment. Monks sit at their desks, painstakingly copying manuscripts, their quills moving gracefully across the pages. Each stroke is a labor of love, a testament to the monk's dedication to preserving the word and wisdom of the ages for future generations. In this quiet sanctuary, you might work on transcribing a gospel or a psalm, your eyes focused in 10 tilai on each word, each letter. The act of copying is as much a meditation as a task, requiring patience, precision, and discipline. Every stroke of the quill is deliberate, and time seems to stand still as you immerse yourself in the ebb and flow of ancient texts. The scriptorium is a place where the divine and the tangible meet, where the spiritual significance of language becomes intertwined with the tactile experience of writing. The afternoon proceeds at a gentle pace, each task performed with a sense of devotion. There is no rush, no urgency, only a mindful dedication to the present moment, to the task at hand. Whether in the garden, the scriptorium, or any other space within the monastery, the work you perform is infused with the light of your faith. As the sun begins its slow descent toward the horizon, casting long, soft shadows across the monastery grounds, you gather once more with your fellow monks for the afternoon prayer service. This moment of communal reflection is a time to give thanks for the day's labor, to acknowledge the divine presence in each action, and to seek guidance for the hours still to come. The service is simple yet profound, the chants resonating deeply within your soul. In this sacred gathering, voices blend harmoniously, each note a thread in the tapestry of worship. As you pray, you feel a profound sense of unity with your brothers, a shared commitment to the spiritual path you have all chosen. The afternoon prayer concludes, leaving you with a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. There is a tangible sense of grace in the air as you disperse, returning once more to the rhythm of solitude or small group tasks. Whether you find yourself revisiting the garden, the library, or perhaps assisting in the kitchen, preparing the evening meal, each activity is carried out with a consistent spirit of mindfulness and gratitude. As the day slowly transitions toward evening, the light begins to fade, painting the sky in hues of amber and rose. The sounds of the monastery quieten, allowing you a moment of introspection, a chance to carry forward the lessons of the day into the approaching night. The routine of a monk is not merely the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, but a devotion to living each day as a sacred offering. As you walk the worn paths of the monastery, you are reminded of the countless generations of monks who have walked these same paths, each step a testament to their faith and dedication. The cycle of daily life in an early Irish monastery is a journey both inward and outward, a testament to the belief that every action, no matter how small, can be an act of worship. As the afternoon gives way to evening, you carry with you the quiet joy of a day well lived, knowing that each moment, each task has brought you closer to the divine. Evening reflections and compline prayers. As the sun dips below the verdant hills, casting golden hues over the ancient stone monastery, your day as an early Irish monk begins to gently wind down. The evening air, crisp and soothing, carries with it a sense of tranquility that settles over the community like a comforting blanket. It's a time of reflection and quietude, where the labors of the day give way to contemplation and prayer. As you complete your evening tasks, the monastery takes on a serene silence, punctuated only by the distant call of a lone bird or the gentle rustle of leaves in the evening breeze. The day has been full, rich with the rhythm of devotion, labor, and learning. Now, as the shadows lengthen, you begin your transition into the final phase of your daily routine. You gather with your fellow monks in the dimly lit church for the compline prayers, the last of the 7 canonical hours. This sacred time is dedicated to preparing for rest, and in these moments you find solace and peace. The church, with its simple yet majestic architecture, becomes a sanctuary for your spirit. The stone walls, cool and enduring, echo the murmured prayers and chants, creating a harmonious resonance that uplifts the soul. Seated in the pews, you close your eyes, allowing the familiar rhythm of the prayers to wash over you. The words, ancient and profound, offer a connection to the divine, a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. You offer thanks for the day that has passed, reflecting on its lessons and the small moments of grace that have touched your heart. The abbot leads the community in chanting the Compline Psalms, his voice steady and calm, guiding you into a deeper state of meditation. The Psalms speak of trust and protection, of finding refuge in the divine presence. As you chant along, each syllable is imbued with a sense of purpose, tying you together with your brothers in a shared tapestry of faith. After the prayers, a period of silent reflection allows you to delve deeper into your thoughts. You contemplate the teachings of the day, the scriptures you have studied, and the labor you have undertaken. The simplicity of the monastic life has a way of clarifying the mind, stripping away the distractions of the outside world, and allowing you to focus on the essence of your spiritual journey. This time of reflection is deeply personal, yet shared in silence with those around you. It's a reminder of the communal life you lead, where individual paths intertwine with the collective walk of the monastery. You think of the wisdom passed down through generations, of the monks who have walked these same paths, echoing your prayers in the same sacred spaces. As the Compline service concludes, the monks rise quietly, their movements gentle and unhurried. The day has been filled with purpose, and now it is time to retreat into the quiet of the night. You step out into the crisp evening air, the sky now a tapestry of stars, each a distant beacon of light in the darkness. Returning to your cell, the simple chamber that is your personal sanctuary, you prepare for rest. The room is sparsely furnished, but it provides all you need for a life devoted to spiritual pursuits. A small bed, a wooden stool, and a few cherished books are your companions in this sacred space. Before settling in for the night, you light a single candle, its flickering flame casting soft shadows across the walls. This gentle light accompanies you as you engage in one final personal prayer. You bow your head, offering up your intentions, your hopes, and your gratitude for the day that has been. In the quiet of your cell, you find a moment of stillness, a pause before the restfulness of sleep. The cadence of the monastery day, from the morning's vigils to the evening's compline, creates a rhythm that soothes the mind and nurtures the spirit. You feel a sense of fulfillment, knowing that you have played your part in the timeless cycle of monastic life. As you lay down to sleep, the sounds of nature outside your window create a soothing lullaby. A gentle breeze rustling through the trees, the distant call of a night bird, the soft whisper of the wind. You close your eyes, knowing that tomorrow will bring another day of devotion, learning, and community. The peace of the monastery surrounds you, a reminder of the sacred purpose to which you have dedicated your life. The ancient stones of the monastery, the whispers of history in its halls, and the shared faith of your brothers create a sense of belonging that is both grounding and uplifting. And so you drift into slumber, your heart and mind at ease, carried on the wings of prayer into a night of restful peace. Midday reflections and communal meals. Welcome back to our tranquil exploration of the daily life of a monk in early Irish monasteries. As the morning's spiritual, manual, and intellectual labors seamlessly bleed into the heart of the day, we find ourselves enveloped in a period of profound peace and reflection. This zenith of the day offers not only sustenance for the body, but nourishment for the soul, as the monastic community gathers for their principal meal and a time of shared contemplation. Imagine yourself walking along the well-trodden paths within the monastery, the cool stone beneath your feet and the gentle warmth of the midday sun filtering through the high windows of the refectory. The very air seems to vibrate with a serene cadence as the monks move in silent procession, each footfall a testament to their dedication to a life of simplicity and devotion. The communal meal, typically served at midday, is a significant event in the daily rhythm of monastic life. It is as much a spiritual practice as a physical necessity. The meals are plain but nourishing, often consisting of grains such as barley or oats, accompanied by vegetables grown in the monastery gardens. Occasionally, dairy products or fish from the monastery's own fisheries make their way to the table, blessing the meal with a touch of variety. As you join the monks at the long wooden tables, you notice the sense of unity and brotherhood that permeates the room. Each monk serves himself with quiet gratitude, mindful of the labor and love that has gone into the preparation of the meal. The simplicity of the food is a reminder of the monastic vow of poverty, and it is savored with a reverence that elevates this humble repast to a sacred act. In this moment of gathering, silence reigns supreme, punctuated only by the occasional rustle of robes or the soft clatter of wooden bowls. The silence, however, is not an absence of communication, but a profound language in itself, a shared understanding among the monks that transcends words. During the meal, a designated monk, chosen for his eloquence and wisdom, reads aloud from the Holy Scriptures or the writings of the Church Fathers. His voice, calm and steady, resonates through the refectory, weaving a tapestry of spiritual reflection that envelops each listener in its gentle embrace. This practice, known as the collatio, serves to reinforce the teachings of the day and to inspire deeper contemplation. As the words float around you, allow them to touch your soul, igniting a quiet flame of introspection and devotion. After the meal, the monks take a brief period to rest and engage in personal reflection, known as the meridiana. This time is precious, providing an opportunity to digest not only the food, but also the spiritual insights gained during the reading. You might find yourself strolling through the cloister gardens, where the scent of blooming herbs mingles with the salty breeze from the nearby sea. Or perhaps you choose to sit in quiet meditation within the cool, shadowed arches of the chapel. This midday pause is an integral part of the monastic routine, a time to recalibrate and renew one's intent. The monks understand the importance of balance, both in their spiritual duties and their physical well-being. The meridiana allows them to gather strength for the afternoon's activities, fostering a sense of inner calm and readiness. As you sit quietly, contemplate the harmonious blend of community and solitude in this setting. The monastery is a place where individuals come together in pursuit of a common goal, yet each journey is deeply personal and unique. The communal life of the monastery, with its shared prayers and meals, is a framework within which each monk can cultivate their own spiritual path, supported by the collective strength of the brotherhood. In this sacred space, the boundaries between the individual and the community blur, creating a symbiotic relationship that nurtures both. The monks are united in their devotion, their lives entwined like the branches of the ancient oak trees that shelter the monastery from the harsh winds of the outside world. As the time for reflection draws to a close, the bell tolls once more, its gentle chime calling the monks back to their duties. The afternoon hours are dedicated to further study, prayer, and labor, each monk returning to his task with renewed vigor and a sense of purpose. The community disperses, yet the bonds forged during the meal and the shared silence remain unbroken, a testament to the enduring strength of their commitment. In accompanying these monks through their midday routine, you too have partaken in a moment of tranquility and reflection, a brief pause in the relentless march of time. The lessons of humility, gratitude, and unity gleaned from this experience are not confined to the walls of the monastery, but are universal truths that can be carried into all aspects of life. As you leave behind the quiet harmony of the refectory, allow the peace of this place to linger within you, a gentle reminder of the beauty and simplicity that can be found in daily rituals and shared moments. The journey through the monastic routine is far from over, but each step taken is a step closer to a deeper understanding of oneself and the divine. And so, as the sun dips lower in the sky, casting long shadows along the cloister paths, you carry with you the serene wisdom of these midday reflections, poised to re-enter the flow of monastic life with a heart full of peace and purpose. Evening reflections and spiritual contemplation. As the sun begins its gentle descent towards the horizon, casting a golden hue over the rolling hills and ancient stone walls of the monastery, you find yourself transitioning into the evening phase of the monk's daily routine. This period is marked by a profound shift from the physical to the spiritual, as the hustle and bustle of the day slowly gives way to tranquility and introspection. In the early Irish monasteries, evening was a sacred time dedicated to reflection and prayer. Following the evening meal, which was a simple yet fulfilling repast comprising wholesome grains, vegetables, and the occasional fish caught from the nearby streams, the monks would gather in the oratory. This small, dimly lit space, often constructed from timber or stone, served as the spiritual heart of the monastery. Here the community would come together, their chants harmonizing with the whispering winds that danced through the cloisters. You can almost hear the resonant echoes of their voices as they recite the final prayers of the day. The air inside the oratory is thick with the scent of beeswax candles, their flickering flames casting intricate shadows on the walls. Each monk, wrapped in a woolen cloak to ward off the evening chill, is a silent figure of devotion and contemplation. During this sacred time, the monks engage in a practice known as compline, a service that marks the completion of the day's work. This liturgy is a tender acknowledgement of the day's end, offering thanks for its blessings and seeking forgiveness for its shortcomings. The prayers are an amalgamation of psalms, hymns, and readings that evoke a sense of peace and prepare the soul for the night's rest. As you envision this serene gathering, allow yourself to be lulled by the rhythm of their chants, each note a step closer to inner stillness. This communal act of worship not only reinforces the bond among the monks, but also deepens their individual connection to the divine. It is a moment of unity, where each voice blends seamlessly into a harmonious whole, a reflection of their collective dedication to a life of spirituality and service. Following the compline, the monks disperse into the monastery's beautiful gardens, where nature herself seems to partake in their quietude. The gardens, meticulously tended and overflowing with medicinal herbs, fruit trees, and vibrant flowers, offer a sanctuary for personal reflection. Here among the rustling leaves and the occasional call of a night bird, you can find a monk seated on a simple stone bench, his gaze fixed upon the heavens. In the ambience of the gardens, the monks engage in lectio divina, a meditative reading practice that fosters a personal, intimate dialogue with sacred texts. With a vellum manuscript resting on his lap, each monk allows the words to wash over him, not merely as scripture, but as a living conversation that transcends time and space. It is a deeply personal experience, where understanding unfolds not through intellectual pursuit, but through the quiet whisperings of the soul. Imagine yourself in this setting, your own thoughts gently aligning with the rhythm of nature, each inhale and exhale synchronizing with the gentle sway of the trees. The night's first stars begin to shimmer above, symbols of guidance and constancy in the celestial dome. This moment is a reminder of the vastness of creation, of your place within this intricate tapestry woven by the hands of time and spirit. As the night deepens, the monks retreat to their individual cells, simple, austere spaces that reflect their commitment to a life unburdened by material desire. Here, in the stillness of their solitude, they engage in personal prayer and reflection, a final offering of gratitude for the day that has passed. This is a time for examination of conscience, where each monk contemplates his actions, seeking to align his heart and mind with the divine will. Such self-reflection is not an act of judgment, but one of compassion and self-awareness. It is a moment to let go of the day's burdens, to forgive oneself, and to embrace the promise of renewal that each new dawn brings. As you picture this peaceful retreat into the monk's private sanctuary, consider the serenity that accompanies a heart unencumbered by regret or guilt, free to rest in the embrace of divine love. Sleep, for the monks, is more than a physical necessity. It is a sacred trust, a time when the soul communes with the mysteries of the divine in the realm of dreams. Wrapped in the warmth of a woolen blanket, the monk lets go of conscious thought, surrendering to the gentle embrace of the night. The soft murmur of the wind through the stone walls is a lullaby, a promise of protection and comfort, until the first light of dawn heralds the start of a new day. As you close your eyes and imagine yourself drifting into this soothing slumber, remember the timeless wisdom that these monks embody, that each day is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to deepen one's connection with the divine. Their routine, though steeped in antiquity, speaks to the universal quest for meaning and the eternal dance between the earthly and the spiritual. In reflecting on the evening routine of a monk in early Irish monasteries, you are reminded of the simplicity and profundity of a life lived in harmony with nature and spirit. Their journey, marked by devotion, community, and contemplation, inspires us to seek balance and peace within our own lives, to find solace in the quiet moments, and to cherish the beauty of each fleeting day. May their wisdom guide you as you continue your own journey, with a heart open to the wonders of the world and a spirit attuned to the gentle rhythms of life. The evening rituals and reflections. As the sun begins its gentle descent into the horizon, casting a warm amber glow upon the rolling hills and rugged landscape surrounding the monastery, it signals the transition from the bustling activities of the day to a quieter, more reflective time. Evening in an early Irish monastery is a sacred period reserved for introspection, prayer, and a deepening connection with the divine. You've spent the day immersed in the divine rhythm of monastic life, engaging in the tasks and spiritual practices that define your existence here. From the early morning vigils to the afternoon labor, each moment has been infused with purpose and devotion. Now, as the day wanes, it is time to turn inward and embrace the peace that the evening brings. The community gathers once more in the oratory, the heart of the spiritual life within the monastery, for the final liturgical service of the day, Compline. This service, also known as the night office, is a time of simplicity and quiet reflection. The gentle flicker of candlelight dances across the stone walls, creating a tranquil atmosphere conducive to contemplation. You take your place among the brethren, the sense of unity palpable as you join in the chanting of psalms. The melodic echoes of your voices fill the sacred space, enveloping you in a soothing embrace of harmony and devotion. The familiar rhythm of the chants calms your spirit, allowing you to release the tensions and worries of the day. During Compline, the recitation of the Psalms is followed by scriptural readings that inspire and guide you. These passages, rich with wisdom and spiritual insight, serve as reminders of the monastic commitment to live a life rooted in faith and humility. As you listen, you find yourself drawn deeper into reflection, contemplating the lessons and virtues these ancient texts impart. A profound sense of gratitude fills your heart as you meditate on the day's events. The shared moments of labor, prayer, and community have enriched your soul, providing a renewed sense of purpose and connection. You take this time to reflect on your personal journey, acknowledging both the challenges and the blessings that have shaped your path. After Compline concludes, the community disperses in silence, each monk carrying the peace of the service within them as they return to their individual cells. This period of silence, known as the Great Silence, is observed until the start of the next day's morning prayers, fostering an environment of calm and introspection. In the quiet solitude of your cell, you are given the opportunity to engage in personal prayer and reflection. The simplicity of your surroundings, a wooden bed, a small writing desk, and perhaps a cherished religious icon, serves as a reminder of the monastic vow of poverty and the choice to live a life unencumbered by material possessions. As you sit in the stillness, you may choose to engage in a personal reading of sacred texts, allowing the teachings to resonate within your heart. The wisdom contained within these writings serves as a guiding light, illuminating your spiritual journey and fostering a deeper understanding of your faith. You also take this time to offer prayers of intercession for the community, the world beyond the monastery walls, and your own spiritual growth. This act of prayerful connection reaffirms your place within the larger tapestry of life, reminding you that even in solitude, you are part of a greater whole. The evening is also a time for self-examination, a cornerstone of monastic practice. In the quiet of your cell, you reflect upon your thoughts, actions, and intentions throughout the day. This honest introspection is an opportunity to acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses, seeking forgiveness and renewal where needed. As you close your eyes in prayer, you surrender the cares of the day to the divine, trusting in the transformative power of grace. This nightly ritual of self-examination and prayer becomes a source of spiritual growth, nurturing your soul and guiding you toward a deeper relationship with the divine. With your heart and mind at peace, you prepare to rest, knowing that the morning will bring the gift of a new day, replete with opportunities to serve, learn, and grow. The rhythmic cadence of your breathing becomes a gentle lullaby, guiding you into a restful slumber, cradled by the tranquility of the monastery. As you drift into sleep, the sounds of the natural world outside your cell offer a soothing symphony, the rustle of leaves in the breeze, the distant call of a night bird, and the soft whisper of the wind. These melodies of nature serve as a reminder of the divine presence that envelops you, infusing your dreams with peace and serenity. In this sacred space, where the boundaries between the spiritual and the earthly blur, you find solace in the knowledge that each day in the monastic life is an opportunity to draw closer to the divine. The evening rituals and reflections are a testament to the enduring power of faith, guiding you toward a life of purpose, humility, and love. As the night deepens and the world outside fades into silence, you rest in the embrace of the divine, ready to awaken with the dawn, renewed in spirit and heart. Evening reflections and night vigil. As the golden hues of the setting sun cast a warm, serene glow over the austere stone walls of the monastery, you find yourself drawn into the tranquil embrace of the evening. The bustling energy of the day softens into a gentle rhythm, inviting introspection and calm. It is during these hours that the monks of early Irish monasteries engage in the practices of evening reflection and night vigil, rituals that offer a sacred space for contemplation and communion with the divine. After a fulfilling day of work, prayer, and study, the monks gather in the scriptorium or cloister, the heart of communal life, where silence is golden and the air is thick with a shared sense of purpose. Here, surrounded by the soft flicker of candlelight, you witness the monks enter a period of reflection, a time to review the day's events, to contemplate personal growth, and to seek deeper understanding of their spiritual journey. This evening reflection, known as the examen, is a cornerstone of monastic life. Each monk, in the quiet of his heart, revisits the moments of his day, acknowledging both the challenges faced and the blessings received. In this sacred time, you too are invited to pause, breathe deeply, and let your thoughts unfurl gently like the petals of a night-blooming flower. As the monks reflect, they give thanks for the gifts of wisdom and community, perhaps whispering softly the prayer of gratitude that echoes through the ages. Lord, thank you for the day, its lessons, and its light. Guide my heart that I may rest in you. This simple yet profound practice encourages mindfulness, teaching you to live with intention, to learn from the past without dwelling on it, and to focus on the continuous journey toward spiritual enlightenment. As you reflect alongside the monks, the worries and burdens of the day begin to melt away, leaving behind a sense of peace and renewal. With reflections complete, the monks prepare for the night vigil, a practice steeped in tradition and reverence. The vigil is an opportunity to remain awake in the presence of the divine, to keep watch as the world sleeps, and to offer prayers for the soul's journey through both light and darkness. This sacred duty reminds you of the deeper connection between the celestial and earthly realms, a connection that transcends the mundane and draws the faithful closer to the mysteries of faith. The vigil begins with the chanting of the night office, also known as matins or vigiliae. The air is filled with the ethereal harmony of voices rising in unison, a sound that weaves through the stillness of the night like a gentle river of grace. As you listen, you are transported, your spirit lifted on the wings of the chants, each note a whisper of devotion echoing through the corridors of time. The night office is a tapestry of psalms, readings, and hymns, each carefully chosen to guide the mind and soul toward divine contemplation. As the chants canti, new, you observe the monks lost in the sacred rhythm, their faces serene and illuminated with an inner light. In this moment, you feel the weight of the world slip away, replaced by a profound sense of connection and unity. Between the chants, moments of deep silence envelop the gathering. This silence is not an absence, but a presence, a space where the whispers of the heart can be heard more clearly. It is in these pauses that you find yourself truly present, open to the quiet revelations that emerge from the silence, like stars appearing one by one in the darkened sky. As the vigil progresses, the monks take turns reading from sacred texts, their voices steady and filled with reverence. You listen as ancient wisdom flows through the words, offering insights and teachings that transcend the ages. Each reading is an invitation to delve deeper into the mysteries of faith, to seek understanding, and to embrace the beauty of the unknown. In the final hour of the vigil, the monks turn their attention outward, offering prayers for the world beyond the monastery walls. They pray for peace, for healing, and for all souls seeking solace and guidance. Their prayers are like gentle ripples on a still pond, spreading outwards, touching the lives of many. You are reminded that, despite the solitude of monastic life, there is a profound interconnectedness that binds all creation. As the vigil draws to a close and the first light of dawn begins to brush the horizon, you sense a transformation within yourself. The experience of the night vigil has left an indelible mark on your heart, a quiet reminder of the power of faith and the strength found in community and devotion. You feel a renewed sense of purpose, a clarity that guides you back into the rhythm of daily life with a deeper understanding of your spiritual journey. The monks, their spirits nourished and hearts full, retire to their cells for a brief rest before the cycle of the day begins anew. As you watch them depart, you carry with you the essence of their practice, a piece of the serenity and wisdom that will continue to bloom within you long after the vigil ends. In this sacred cycle of reflection and vigil, you have discovered a sanctuary of peace, a refuge where the soul can rest and the spirit can soar. It is a reminder that, even in the quietest moments, there is a light that guides us, a light that is within all of us. And so, as you prepare to move forward, let this light shine brightly, illuminating your path and the world around you. May you carry the lessons of the monks with you, cherishing the beauty of each day and the wisdom found in every moment. The evening rituals and nighttime reflections. As the sun begins its slow descent beyond the emerald hills, painting the sky in hues of amber and violet, the monks of the early Irish monasteries gather once more to complete their daily cycle with a series of evening rituals. It's a time marked by tranquility and introspection, a natural transition from the day's laborious activities to the contemplative peace of the night. The evening bell, its sound a gentle reminder of the steadfast passage of time, calls the monks from their varied tasks and summons them to the heart of the monastery, the chapel. The bell's resonance seems to linger in the cool evening air, weaving through the stone corridors and echoing off the moss-covered walls. Its familiar tone is both soothing and stirring, a call not just to physical presence, but to spiritual readiness. The monks assemble in the chapel, which is now bathed in the soft glow of candlelight. The flickering flames cast dancing shadows across the worn wooden pews and the stone altar, creating an atmosphere of sacred mystery. As they take their places, a hush falls over the gathering, a palpable sense of calm and unity enveloping them. In this quiet, reverent space, the monks engage in vespers, the evening prayer service that is a staple of their daily routine. The service begins with a communal hymn, their voices rising and falling in a harmonious blend that fills the chapel with a serene melody. The hymns are often simple, yet profoundly meaningful, their lyrics a testament to faith and devotion. Following the hymns, the abbot or a designated monk reads passages from the sacred texts, selecting verses that resonate with the collective spirit of the community or address the challenges and blessings of daily life. These readings are not hurried, but delivered with deliberate pacing, allowing the words to sink deeply into the consciousness of each listener. It's a moment of shared reflection, an opportunity to ponder the teachings and find personal meaning within them. After the readings, the monks participate in a silent meditation, a practice that underscores the contemplative nature of monastic life. In the stillness, they close their eyes and focus on their breath, letting go of the day's distractions. The silence is profound, broken only by the occasional rustle of robes or the soft sigh of a breeze through the chapel windows. It is in this silence that many monks find clarity and peace, a chance to commune with the divine and seek inner wisdom. As the meditation concludes, the monks engage in a series of prayers, including intercessions for the well-being of their community and the wider world. These prayers are heartfelt and sincere, reflecting their commitment to living a life of service and compassion. They pray for the sick and the suffering, for peace and understanding, and for the strength to continue their spiritual journey. With the formalities of Vespers concluded, the monks leave the chapel, their footsteps quiet and measured as they make their way to the refectory for a light evening meal. The meal is simple, consisting of bread, soup, and occasionally a few vegetables harvested from the monastery garden. It is a time for quiet fellowship, where conversation is subdued but warm, centered around the day's experiences and shared aspirations. After dinner, the monks retreat to their individual cells, small, sparse rooms that serve as their personal sanctuaries. Here, in the solitude of these humble quarters, they engage in personal reflection and prayer, contemplating the lessons of the day and offering gratitude for its blessings. This time alone is essential, providing space for introspection and the nurturing of a personal relationship with the divine. Before retiring for the night, some monks may choose to study religious texts or engage in quiet reading, deepening their understanding of spiritual teachings. Others may simply sit in silence, allowing the stillness to envelop them, their minds free to wander in thoughtful contemplation. As the night deepens, the monastery settles into a peaceful quiet, the only sound the gentle rustling of leaves or the distant call of a night bird. The monks lie down to rest, their hearts and minds at ease, knowing that the cycle will begin anew with the dawn. This nightly rhythm of rest and renewal is a vital part of their spiritual practice, a reminder of the natural cycle of life and the ever-present opportunity for growth and transformation. In this gentle ebb and flow of monastic life, the monks of early Irish monasteries find a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Their daily routines, though simple, are infused with meaning and intention, each moment an opportunity to connect with something greater than themselves. As they drift into sleep, they carry with them the peace and serenity cultivated throughout the day, ready to awaken with the sunrise and embrace the divine rhythm of life once more. The evening vespers and nightly reflections. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the verdant landscape, the monks of early Irish monasteries prepare to transition from the activities of the day into the serenity of the evening vespers. This time for evening prayers is not merely a ritual, but a sacred pause, a gentle unwinding of the day's threads, allowing each monk to reflect and find peace before the quiet of the night envelops the monastery. You find yourself walking alongside these monks, feeling the cool, brisk Irish air wrapping around you like a comforting cloak. The path to the oratory is well trodden, a silent witness to countless feet that have traversed it over the years. As you move, you notice the stones beneath your feet, each one a reminder of the enduring faith that has built this sacred space. The rhythmic sound of sandals on stone creates a peaceful cadence, a fitting prelude to the Vespers. Upon entering the oratory, the atmosphere shifts to one of profound reverence. The stone walls, dimly lit by the flickering glow of beeswax candles, embrace you with a sense of timeless sanctity. The aroma of incense, earthy and sweet, beckons you to a place of deep contemplation. The monks, garbed in their simple habits, take their places, each one a pillar of quiet devotion. As the evening vespers commence, the chants fill the stone chamber with a harmonious blend of voices, a celestial music that seems to float upwards, reaching towards the heavens. The monks' voices, though individually distinct, merge into a single, unified sound, each note a testament to community and shared purpose. The chants, ancient and sacred, weave through the air, their Latin verses speaking of gratitude, humility, and divine grace. You listen intently, allowing the soothing rhythm of the chants to wash over you, dissolving the remnants of the day's labors and concerns. The chants are not just words, but living vibrations that resonate deeply within, creating a space for peace and introspection. This is a time to release burdens, to seek forgiveness, and to offer prayers for oneself, the community, and the wider world beyond the monastery walls. In this tranquil setting, the flickering candles cast gentle shadows that dance across the stone surfaces, creating a mesmerizing play of light and dark. This interplay of shadows and illumination reflects the internal journey of each monk, a balance of contemplation and revelation, sorrow and joy, earthly toil and spiritual aspiration. Once the Vespers have concluded, the monks disperse with a quiet nod or a gentle smile, acknowledging the shared spiritual journey of the day. You notice a deep sense of calm and unity that permeates the group, a quiet testament to the strength found in communal prayer and reflection. As you leave the oratory, the twilight sky greets you with a tapestry of stars, each one twinkling like a celestial beacon. The cool evening air is invigorating, filled with the scent of rich, damp earth and the distant, faint aroma of the nearby sea. It is a time of transition, where day gently surrenders to night, and the promise of rest beckons. The monks now retreat to their cells, simple and austere, yet inviting in their simplicity. Each cell is a sanctuary, a personal retreat, where the monks can engage in individual prayer and reflection. The walls are bare, adorned only with a cross and perhaps a modest shelf holding a few precious manuscripts or spiritual texts. Within the quietude of your cell, you settle into a gentle rhythm of prayer and meditation, allowing your heart and mind to be still. This is a time for personal reflection, to ponder the lessons of the day, to seek guidance for tomorrow, and to deepen your connection with the divine. The room is silent, save for the soft rustling of robes and the occasional distant call of a night bird, a gentle reminder of the world beyond. As the night deepens, the monastery gradually succumbs to silence, a collective stillness that wraps around you like a warm, comforting embrace. The stone walls, so vibrant with activity during the day, now hold within them a profound peace. Each monk in their own space is united in this shared silence, this sacred pause that allows for rest and renewal. The darkness outside is punctuated by the glow of the moon, casting a silvery sheen across the landscape, highlighting the contours of the hills and the gentle undulations of the sea beyond. It is a scene of serene beauty, a reminder of the divine artistry present in every aspect of creation. As sleep begins to gently claim you, you offer a final prayer of gratitude, embracing the lessons and blessings of the day. The journey of a monk in an early Irish monastery is one of devotion and discipline, of community and solitude, of earthly labor and spiritual seeking. It is a life that embraces simplicity, where each day is a gift, a sacred opportunity to grow closer to the divine and to live in harmony with the world around. In this moment, as the night envelops you, there is a profound sense of peace and purpose. You are a part of a timeless rhythm, a spiritual dance that has been performed by countless souls before you and will continue to be danced by those who follow. The journey of a monk is one of continuous learning and deepening faith, a journey that calls you to be ever present, ever grateful, and ever open to the divine mysteries. As you drift into the gentle embrace of sleep, the monastery around you stands as a testament to the enduring power of faith and community. Its walls hold the stories of those who have walked this path, their prayers and aspirations woven into the very fabric of this sacred space. In this place of peace and reflection, you too have become a part of this enduring legacy, a thread in the rich tapestry of monastic life, gently guided by the rhythms of prayer, work, and contemplation. With the promise of a new day on the horizon, you rest in the knowledge that the journey continues. And with each dawn, there lies the potential for renewed faith, deeper understanding, and greater love. The evening reflection and nighttime rituals. As the golden hues of the sun begin to fade into the calming embrace of twilight, the daily routine of the monk in early Irish monasteries gracefully transitions into its final phase. The evening reflection and nighttime rituals are moments of quiet introspection and spiritual contemplation, designed to bring closure to the day's labors and prepare the soul for the restful embrace of night. Let us now gently guide you through this serene and sacred time. The air is cooler now, and the gentle rustle of leaves dances with the whispers of the evening breeze. Monks gather once more in the chapel, their steps echoing softly on the stone floors. The atmosphere is subdued, yet warmly inviting, with the flickering light of candles casting long shadows that seem to sway in rhythm with the prayers of the monks. The evening reflection begins with the chanting of Compline, the final prayer service of the day. It is a time to offer thanks for the blessings received and to seek forgiveness for any shortcomings. The monks' voices harmonize in a soothing chant, their melodies weaving together like threads of a tapestry, each note a prayer sent upwards into the quiet embrace of the heavens. After the Compline, the monks disperse to engage in personal reflection. Each monk finds his own quiet corner within the monastery's walls, perhaps beneath the ancient, protective branches of a lofty oak tree or beside the still waters of a small, reflective pond. In these moments of solitude, they allow the events of the day to settle within their minds, reflecting on the lessons learned and the challenges faced. The silence is profound, yet not empty. It is filled with the gentle hum of nature and the quiet whispers of the soul. Some monks choose to write in their personal journals, capturing thoughts and insights that have emerged during the day. In the faint glow of candlelight, quills glide over parchment, etching words that carry the essence of their spiritual journey. These writings are not just for personal reflection, but often serve as seeds for future teachings and guidance, shared in the communal gatherings that punctuate their monastic life. With reflection comes a profound sense of peace, and as the night deepens, the monks prepare for rest. Before retiring, they engage in simple nighttime rituals designed to honor the transition from day to night. The lighting of a small lamp or candle is a common practice, symbolizing the light of Christ guiding them through the darkness. This light is placed near their bedside, a gentle beacon that offers comfort throughout the night. The monks then partake in quiet, mindful activities to ease the transition into sleep. Some may choose to read sacred texts, allowing the wisdom of Scripture to lull them into a tranquil state. Others might engage in quiet meditation, focusing on their breath and letting go of any lingering tensions in their body and mind. The rhythmic flow of inhalation and exhalation becomes a lullaby of its own, a bridge between wakefulness and the restful embrace of sleep. In their simple, unadorned chambers, the monks lay down upon their straw-filled mats, covered by woolen blankets that ward off the chill of the night. The rooms are sparsely furnished, yet there is a beauty in their simplicity, a reflection of the monks' commitment to a life free of unnecessary distraction. As they close their eyes, they carry with them the day's reflections, their hearts filled with gratitude and a renewed commitment to their spiritual path. The monastery itself seems to breathe along with its inhabitants, settling into the quiet rhythms of the night. The ancient stones of the buildings hold the warmth of the day, offering a gentle embrace to those within. Outside, the stars begin their nightly vigil, twinkling in the vast expanse of the sky, silent witnesses to the timeless cycles of nature and spirit. The night watch is an important aspect of monastic life, and not all monks retire to sleep at once. Some take turns keeping vigil, a practice that symbolizes the ever-watchful presence of the divine. These monks sit quietly, usually within the chapel or by the monastery gates, their hearts open to the mysteries of the night. In this stillness, they find a unique solace, a deep connection to the sacred rhythms of the universe. As the night progresses, a serene hush envelops the monastery, broken only by the gentle sounds of nature, the rustling of leaves, the distant call of an owl, or the soft patter of rain on the roof. These sounds form a natural symphony, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. The monks sleep peacefully, their dreams a continuation of their waking prayers and reflections. In the deep recesses of the night, the seeds of wisdom are sown within their subconscious, ready to blossom with the first light of dawn. As the morning approaches, the cycle will begin anew. The monks will rise with the sun, renewed and ready to embrace the day with open hearts and steadfast devotion. This cycle of reflection, rest, and renewal is a cornerstone of their monastic life, a reminder of the perpetual dance between light and darkness, activity and rest, the temporal and the eternal. In the quietude of these nighttime rituals, the monks find their deepest connection to the divine. It is a time of profound peace, a gentle reminder that within the simplicity of their lives lies great spiritual richness. As we conclude this section on the evening reflection and nighttime rituals of early Irish monks, we are left with a lingering sense of tranquility. These practices, though ancient, offer timeless wisdom and inspiration for our modern lives, a gentle reminder to pause, reflect, and honor the sacred rhythms of the day. Embracing the evening, prayer and reflection in the monastery. As the sun begins its gentle descent, casting a warm and golden hue over the stone walls of the monastery, you find yourself enveloped in the tranquil lull of evening time. The air is cooler now, a soft breeze whispering through the fields and rustling the leaves of ancient trees that stand sentinel around the abbey. This serene atmosphere marks the beginning of the monk's evening routine, a time of prayer, reflection, and quietude that helps to close the day with a sense of peace and fulfillment. In early Irish monasteries, as the sky transitions from azure to a deepening shade of indigo, you join the monks gathered in the oratory, a sacred space resonating with centuries of devotion. Here, the stones hold the echo of prayers whispered through ages, each one a thread in the tapestry of their spiritual journey. The candle-lit interior glows softly, casting flickering shadows that dance along the walls, adding to the ambiance of serene solemnity. This time is dedicated to Vespers, the evening prayer service. You notice how the monks, with their gentle demeanor, come together in harmony, each one taking their place with a quiet grace. Their voices rise in unison, a melodious chant that seems to lift and swirl around you, enveloping you in an aura of calm and connection. You close your eyes, letting the cadence of their words wash over you. Each chant, a salve for the soul, a moment of shared spiritual communion. In this sacred ritual, you find a subtle yet profound rhythm that echoes the balance sought throughout the monks' lives. There is a seamless weaving of prayer and contemplation, the heartbeats of a daily routine that is both grounding and uplifting. You can feel the collective energy of the room, a palpable sense of unity and purpose that transcends individual concerns, focusing instead on a higher calling. As Vespers draws to a close, your heart feels lighter, as if unburdened by the worries of the day. This is the beauty of monastic life, the way it nurtures the soul through structured devotion and serene reflection. Inspired by this, you take a moment for personal contemplation, allowing your thoughts to settle and your spirit to align with the tranquility that surrounds you. The monks slowly disperse, each retreating to their own small cell within the monastery. In these humble quarters, sparse yet comforting, they engage in personal reflection, a time to review the day's events and seek wisdom for tomorrow. You appreciate the simplicity of their surroundings, a reminder that material possessions hold little value compared to the richness of inner peace and mindfulness. During these moments of solitude, the monks often turn to sacred texts, seeking guidance and inspiration from the words penned by those who came before them. You might find yourself drawn to the illuminated manuscripts, their intricate designs a testament to the devotion and artistry of the scribes who crafted them. Each page feels alive with meaning, an invitation to delve deeper into the mysteries of faith and existence. As you linger over the delicate script and vibrant illustrations, you realize the profound connection between the physical act of creating these manuscripts and the spiritual cultivation they represent. For the monks, this was not merely a task, but an act of worship, a meditation in itself. You feel a sense of awe at the dedication required to bring such beauty into being, and it inspires you to approach your own reflections with a renewed sense of purpose and creativity. Outside, the world has grown quiet. The only sounds are the gentle rustling of leaves and the occasional call of a night bird. You step out into the night, the cool air refreshing against your skin. The sky is now a deep velvet, studded with stars that twinkle like distant beacons. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with the crisp night air, and feel a profound connection to the natural world around you. It is during these quiet moments that the monks often engage in walking meditation, a practice that combines movement with mindfulness. As you walk the monastery grounds, you tread lightly, each step a conscious act, feeling the earth beneath your feet. This meditative walk is an opportunity to connect with the divine in nature, to witness the beauty of creation and find gratitude in the simplicity of being. Returning to the monastery, you reflect on the evening's journey, a harmonious blend of community and solitude, prayer and meditation. The monk's daily routine, though rooted in ancient tradition, offers timeless wisdom on the importance of balance, simplicity, and mindfulness. You carry this wisdom with you as you retire for the night, feeling a deep sense of serenity and fulfillment. In the quiet of your own space, you settle into a restful state, the tranquility of the evening wrapping around you like a gentle embrace. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind at peace, you close your eyes, drifting into a restorative sleep, ready to greet a new day with a spirit renewed. I'm glad to help you craft another section of your script about the daily routine of monks in early Irish monasteries. Here's Meditation and Reflection in the Cloister. As the sun begins its gentle descent beyond the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, the monastery finds itself wrapped in a serene stillness. This time of day holds a sacred significance for the monks, a time dedicated to meditation and reflective contemplation. Join me as we delve into the tranquil practices of these early Irish monastic communities, where silence speaks volumes and the soul finds its deepest connection to the divine. After completing their afternoon duties, the monks return to the cloister, a place designed for movement as well as reflection. The cloister, with its covered walkways and open courtyard, serves as the heart of the monastic life, the perfect setting for quiet introspection. Here, each monk finds his own corner, perhaps beside a stone wall covered in soft moss, or beneath an ancient tree whose branches sway gently in the breeze. The monks begin by settling into a comfortable posture, allowing their bodies to relax and their minds to quiet. This is a practice that has been honed over years of dedication, where the art of sitting becomes a gateway to inner peace. As they breathe in, they bring their awareness to the present moment, and as they breathe out, they release any remnants of the day's labor and concerns. With each breath, they find themselves sinking deeper into a state of tranquility. In this sacred silence, thoughts may still arise, echoes of earthly concerns, memories of loved ones, or flashes of insight. But rather than engaging with these thoughts, the monks learn to observe them, allowing each one to drift by like leaves floating downstream. This practice of detachment encourages a deep sense of clarity and peace, as the mind becomes a clear, still pond, undisturbed by the ripples of distraction. A key component of this meditation is the use of a mantra. Traditionally, monks might use a simple phrase or word, often in Latin or their native Gaelic, which resonates with their spiritual path. This mantra acts as an anchor, drawing their focus back whenever it wanders. Repeated softly, either aloud or silently within the mind, the mantra becomes a rhythmic heartbeat, aligning with their breath and fostering a deeper connection to the divine presence they seek. As the sun dips lower in the sky, the gentle chorus of nature begins to emerge, enhancing the meditative atmosphere. The rustling leaves, the distant call of a bird, or the soft rhythmic lapping of waves against the shore, all serve as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all life. This awareness fosters a profound sense of gratitude and humility in the monks, who find themselves part of a larger tapestry of existence. In these moments of reflection, the monks may contemplate the teachings of their faith, the scripture passages they've studied, or the wisdom imparted by their abbot. These reflections are not mere intellectual exercises, but rather an invitation to deepen their understanding and embody the virtues of compassion, humility, and service. The cloister becomes a sacred space for these reflections, a sanctuary where the monks can explore the depths of their spiritual journey. Here, questions arise and answers reveal themselves not through force, but through quiet acceptance and openness. The monks learn that in stillness they can hear the whispers of their own souls, guiding them toward a path of enlightenment and fulfillment. As the meditation session draws to a close, the monks slowly return to the awareness of their surroundings. They gently open their eyes, taking in the beauty of the cloister bathed in the soft glow of twilight. There's a renewed sense of calm and purpose, a feeling of being both grounded and uplifted, a testament to the power of their evening practice. Before departing the cloister, they gather together briefly, exchanging smiles and silent nods. This shared experience of meditation fosters a deep sense of community among them, a bond that transcends words and unites them in their common spiritual pursuit. As they move quietly from the cloister to the refectory for a light evening meal, the echoes of their meditation linger, infusing their interactions with a gentle kindness and patience. The humility cultivated during their meditative practice extends into every aspect of their communal life, fostering an environment of mutual respect and support. In this way, meditation and reflection become integral components of the monks' daily routine, shaping not only their individual spiritual journeys, but also their collective monastic existence. The lessons learned in quiet contemplation reverberate through their thoughts, words, and deeds, guiding them as they navigate the challenges and joys of their sacred vocation. And as they retire to their cells for the night, the monks carry with them the stillness and serenity of their meditation, ready to embrace the new day with an open heart and a peaceful mind. As the gentle hues of twilight begin to descend upon the ancient landscape of early Ireland, the monks, in their timeless rhythm, embark upon the next phase of their day. Evening, a serene and introspective segment, is marked by peaceful contemplation and a gradual winding down within the monastery. This tranquil time invites the soul to reflect, to gather the day's lessons, and to prepare for the restorative embrace of night. Picture the monastery now bathed in the warm, golden glow of candlelight. The walls whisper stories of devotion and perseverance, their quiet presence a testament to the monks' enduring faith. You can almost hear the soft rustling of robes as the brothers move with gentle purpose through the stone corridors, their feet treading paths worn smooth by centuries of dedication. The day's labor in the fields and scriptorium has come to an end, and the monks gather in the oratory for the evening prayer service known as compline. This service, intimate and contemplative, offers a moment of profound peace as day transitions to night. The flickering candle flames cast playful shadows, dancing lightly across the stone walls, as if joining in the prayerful harmony. The chant begins softly, a melody that floats effortlessly through the air, embracing each monk in its soothing cadence. The chants echo the devotion that has defined their day, each note a gentle reminder of their spiritual journey. As the final note lingers and fades into silence, there is a collective stillness, a moment where time itself seems to pause, allowing space for reflection and gratitude. Following compline, the monks return to their individual cells, simple yet sacred spaces where they lay their heads and surrender to the night. These cells, often sparse, are furnished with only the essentials: a wooden bed, a small desk, and perhaps a shelf with a few treasured texts. Yet within this simplicity lies profound richness, for here, in these humble quarters, the monks cultivate inner peace and reflection. The evening routine continues as each monk engages in personal prayer or silent meditation. With the day's demands set aside, this time is cherished, a precious opportunity to connect more deeply with the divine. You imagine the monks, seated quietly, their hearts and minds open, as they engage in this sacred dialogue. Some may choose to reflect on the writings of early saints or immerse themselves in Scripture, their hearts gently absorbing the wisdom contained within those sacred texts. Others may simply sit in the comforting embrace of silence, allowing the stillness to guide their thoughts and soothe their spirits. This time is deeply personal, a moment for each monk to commune with the divine presence that resides within and around them. As night deepens, the monastery grows increasingly silent, the only sounds those of nature, the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze, the distant call of a night bird. The darkened sky, dotted with stars, stretches overhead, a vast canvas inviting wonder and reflection. It is a reminder of the infinite, the eternal, and the monks, as they gaze upon it, find comfort in their small, yet significant place within this grand tapestry. In the quiet of their cells, the monks drift into sleep, their breaths falling into the gentle rhythm of slumber. The dreams that come are often seen as gifts, a time when the spirit can wander freely, unbounded by the constraints of the material world. These dreams are not merely the inconsequential wanderings of a resting mind, but are viewed as a continuation of their spiritual practice, guiding them, teaching them in the language of symbolism and metaphor. The night passes quietly, the monastery enveloped in a cocoon of peace. Outside, the world carries on in its own rhythm. The wind whispers through the trees, creatures of the night stir in their gentle pursuits. Yet within the thick stone walls, all is still, a profound tranquility that holds the brothers in sacred space until the dawn calls them once more to wakefulness and prayer. As morning's light begins to kiss the horizon, the monks will rise anew, refreshed and ready to embrace another day of service, contemplation, and community. The cycle of their daily routine, much like the turning of the seasons or the phases of the moon, is a testament to the natural rhythm that guides all life. Each day is a new beginning, a fresh opportunity to walk the path of devotion with renewed vigor and grace. In this way, the evening in an early Irish monastery is not merely a conclusion to the day, but an integral part of a continuous cycle of sacred practice. It is a time that embodies peace, reflection, and preparation, a harmonious blend of rest and anticipation for the spiritual journey that awaits with the coming dawn. And so, as the cycle continues, the monks remain ever faithful, committed to their purpose, and forever united in their shared pursuit of divine wisdom and love.